This is Tony T here from Tony'sPicks.com with our MLB Pick Show here for Sunday, September 28th. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Lots of free picks over our channel delivered by myself, as well as our team of cappers here at Tony'sPicks.com, making it a great channel to subscribe to. And give us that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. We also go live here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It is the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Tune in and chat with us in the live chat if you would. If you're looking for cappers, you may apply. Send us an email, the form on the homepage, and visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing best performers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers, get signed up to long-term passes. You see our top performers up there like Sean Higgs for the year, Rod up there on the leaderboard. Brian Biller has been red hot the last 30 days as well. Jorge up there as well. Ron Crawford's been hot. El Nino's hitting the board as well. Latest picks here to the page with best bets and more. We will be locked and loaded for this card on Sunday. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit. Amount purchased is credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. And then our promo code, Tony T at checkout, will knock off that 15%. The link is in the description to get signed up. So let's get this one underway. All right, we got the Tigers and Red Sox here for Sunday. Chris Paddock will start for Detroit. Paddock appeared in 32 games in ERA 5.27, whip of 1.25. The righty strikes out 16%, 5% walks, a ground ball rate of 37%, 1.7 home runs per 9 innings. Lucas Giolito is your starter for Boston. Giolito has 30 starts in ERA 3.41, whip of 1.29. The righty fans 20%, 9% walks, a ground ball rate of 38%, 1.06 home runs per 9 innings. Detroit's still in the hunt for the AL Central. That brings home field advantage in the wild card round. Boston has really nothing to play for as they'll hit the road in the wild card round on Tuesday. They likely will be resting their starters and their best bullpen arms. Giolito has walked 9 batters in his past 2 starts, really dealing with control issues. Pick here Detroit in this one. Royals and Athletics for Sunday. Cole Reagan's the start for KC. Reagan's has 12 starts in ERA 5.02, whip of 1.22. Left in elite 37% K rate, 8% walks. The ground balls are at 36%, 1.1 home runs per 9 innings. A FIPA 2.68. Jeffrey Springs will get the start for Athletics. Springs appeared in 32 games in ERA 4.11, whip of 1.21. Lefty fans 19%, 7.5% walks. The ground ball rate is 32%. 1.47 home runs per 9 innings. Athletics hitting .281 against lefty starters. Reagan's in his road starts in ERA over 5. Athletics bullpen in a good month-long form. KC 10-16 on the road. Face an AL starter with a whip of 1.3 or lower. That's a -4 unit loss. Athletics 12-11 at home against lefty starters, returning 1.5 units. Pick your Athletics in this one. All right, next up we got White Sox and the Nationals going off here on Sunday. Shane Smith, your starter for Chicago. Smith has 28 starts in ERA 3.98, whip of 1.24. The righty strikes out 23%, 10% walks. The ground ball rate is 40%, 1.09 home runs per 9 innings. Brad Lord gets a start here for Washington. Lord appeared in 47 games, ERA 4.12, whip 1.28. The righty fans 20%, 8% walks. The ground ball rate is 49%. 0.99 home runs per 9 innings. Smith in his past 10 games in ERA of 3.52. Lord in his past 11 starts in ERA 4.99. White Sox bullpen past 6 games in ERA of 6.83. The Nationals are in the better hitting form. Chicago 9-6 to the over on the road, facing teams with a 380 to 460 win percentage. Washington 9-0 to the over at home against the AL Central. Pick here will be on Chicago and Washington over 8.5. Rockies and the Giants going off here on Sunday. McCade Brown will start for Colorado. Brown in 6 starts in the ERA, 7.59, whip of 1.81. Variety fans 19%, 13% walks. The ground ball rate is 38%, 1.59 home runs per 9 innings. Logan Webb gets the start for San Francisco. Webb made 33 starts in ERA, 3.30, whip of 1.25. Righty strikes out 26%, 5.5% walks. The ground ball rate is 53%, .62 home runs per 9 innings. Colorado hitting 185 over their past 6 games with San Francisco 230. Webb at home, an ERA of 3.25 in his 18 starts. The Rockies 19-9 in the under in their road day games. San Francisco 19-14 in the under at home. Faced an NL team with a slugging percentage of .400 or lower. Pick here Colorado and San Francisco under 7.5. All right, next up we'll have the Twins here in just a second. Got to find the game here. We got all this scattered times. We'll get it here in just a second. Sorry about the delay here. We'll be ready to go. Here we go. We got the Twins and the Phillies going off here on Action 4. Check my mic. Okay, we're good. Going off here on Sunday. All right, Simeon Woods Richardson will get the start from Minnesota. Woods Richardson appeared in 22 games in ERA 4.27, whip of 1.34. Righty fans 22%, 10% walks. The ground ball rate is 32%, 1.45 home runs per 9 innings. Christian Sanchez got the start for Philadelphia. Sanchez 31 starts, ERA 2.57, whip of 1.08. The lefty strikes out 26%, 5.5% walks. The ground ball rate 59%, 0.55 home runs per 9 innings. Neither team with anything to play for. Phillies will be the 2 seed and they'll start the playoffs next weekend. Sanchez can make that last scraps effort for the Cy Young there. You know, the Twins are hitting 224 over their past 5 games with the Phillies 266. Woods Richardson on the road this year in ERA near 6. Minnesota 1-7 the run line on the road against the National League East with a minus 7.5 unit loss. Phillies 13-9 to the run line at home when they're favored here at minus 175 and minus 250. That's a 4-unit return. Pick your Philadelphia run line minus 1.5 runs here at minus 102. Got Orioles and Yankees going off here for Sunday. Kyle Bradish is your starter for Baltimore. Bradish has 5 starts in ERA 2.25, whip of 1. The righty fans 36%, 9% walks, a ground ball rate of 32%, 0.64 home runs per 9 innings. Lewis Hill is your starter for New York. Hill in 10 starts in ERA 3.29, whip of 1.44. The righty strikes out 17%, 14% walks, ground balls 30%, 0.52 home runs per 9 innings. Yankees need a win and a Blue Jays loss to win the AL East and avoid the wild card round. Bradish in his past 4 starts, ERA of 2.05. Hill in his 4 day starts, ERA 4.5. Orioles bullpen in good recent form. Orioles 13-15 on the road, facing teams with a 540 to 620 win percentage with a plus 4.5 unit return. New York 13-11 at home against the division, a minus 5.5 unit loss. Pick here Baltimore plus 167. Astros and Angels for Sunday. Lance McCullers is your starter for Houston. McCullers appeared in 15 games, ERA 6.71, whip of 1.85. Returns from the IR with right-hand soreness. The right-hander fans 15%, 22% walks, ground ball rate 46%, 1.55 home runs per 9 innings. Sam Eligari will get the start for LA. Eligari appeared in 3 games, ERA 8, whip of 2.22. The lefty strikes out 15%, 15% walks, the ground ball rate 41%, 1 home run per 9 innings. Houston has been eliminated from the playoffs. The Astros hitting 257 against lefty starters. Both bullpens are in poor recent form. Astros 18-11 the over in their road day games. Angels 15-8 to the over on the road against the division. Pick here Houston, LA to go over the total. Next one coming up will be the Rays game. Here we go. Rays and Blue Jays going off here on Sunday. Ian Seymour, your starter for Tampa Bay. Seymour appeared in 18 games in ERA 2.85, whip of 1.08. The lefty fans 26%, 7.5% walks. The ground ball rate 36%, 0.67 home runs per 9 innings. Kevin Gausman, your starter for Toronto. Gausman's got 31 starts, ERA 3.47, whip of 1.03. Variety strikes out 24%, 6.5% walks. The ground ball rate is 36%, 1 home run per 9 innings. With a win and the Blue Jays lost the AL East. I'm sorry, got that wrong. With a win, the Blue Jays win the AL East and earn a first-round bye in the playoffs. A loss in the Yankees win, and the Blue Jays will host the wild card round on Tuesday. So, Blue Jays just win, and you get the bye. That's all you got to worry about. Toronto hitting .278 against lefty starters. Gausman in his past 5 starts in ERA at 1.77. The Blue Jays bullpen in the better recent form. Toronto 16-4 the run line at home against lefty starters. That's a 12.5 unit return. The Rays 8-13 the run line in their past 21 on the road against winning teams, losing 11.2 units. Pick your Toronto run line minus 1.5 runs at plus 110. Rangers and the Guardians going off here on Sunday. Patrick Corbin gets the start for Texas. Corbin in the 30 appearances, an ERA 4.34, whip of 1.35. Lefty fans 19%, 7.5% walks. The ground ball rate is 37%, 1.25 home runs per 9 innings. Logan Allen gets the start for Cleveland. Allen appeared in 29 games, ERA 4.14, whip of 1.39. The lefty strikes out 18%, 9% walks. The ground ball rate 44%, 1.06 home runs per 9 innings. Cleveland wins, and they win the AL Central and host the wild card round on Tuesday. Texas hitting .180 in their past 6 games. Corbett in his past 11 starts, an ERA of 5.59. Texas 5-14 on the road, facing an AL starter with an ERA of 1.3 or lower. That's a minus 8.5 unit loss. Guardians have won 9 of 12 at home, a plus 5.3 unit return. Pick here Cleveland in this one. Mets and Marlins for Sunday. Sean Manaea will start for New York. Manaea appeared in 14 games, ERA 5.80, whip of 1.22. Lefty fans 28%, 4% walks. The ground ball rate is 36%, 1.98 home runs for 9 innings, a FIP of 4.42. Edward Cabrera starts for Miami. Cabrera made 25 starts, ERA 3.66, whip of 1.22. The righty strikes out 26%, 7.5% walks. The ground ball rate is 46%, 1.15 home runs for 9 innings. The Mets win and Cincinnati lost, and they earn a wild card spot. Miami hitting .213 in their past 6 games. Cabrera has been hammered over his past 2 starts. New York bullpen in the better recent form. Miami 17-24 at home against winning teams. That's a minus 3.5 unit loss. Pick here New York, minus 132. Got Reds and Brewers for Sunday. Brady Singer is your starter for Cincinnati. Singer in 31 starts, an ERA 3.95, whip of 1.23. The righty strikes out 22%, 8.5% walks. The ground ball rate is 39%, 0.97 home runs for 9 innings. Fred Peralta will get the start here for Milwaukee. Peralta 32 starts, an ERA 2.68, whip of 1.07. The righty fans 28%, 9% walks. The ground ball rate 37%, 1.03 home runs for 9 innings. Milwaukee has clinched best record in MLB as the top seed in the playoffs. Peralta will be limited to a pitch count. The Reds win and they clinch the wild card. Brewers hit just 190 over their past 6 games. Singer in his past 10 starts, an ERA of 2.70. More to play for the Reds here. Pick here Cincinnati plus 123. Dodgers and Mariners for Sunday. Clayton Kershaw will start for LA. Kershaw appeared in 22 games in ERA 3.52, whip of 1.23. Lefty fan 17%, 7.5% walks. The ground ball rate 47%, 0.67 home runs for 9 innings. Bryce Miller gets a start for Seattle. Miller has 17 starts, ERA 5.53, whip of 1.39. The righty fans 19%, 8.5% walks. The ground ball rate 37%, 1.56 home runs for 9 innings. LA has nothing to play for. They will host a wild card game on Tuesday. It affects the Dodgers' best bullpen arms to sit as well as the regulars to sit. Seattle is locked as a 2 seed. They will play the ALDS next weekend. LA is batting .227 over their past 5 games with the Mariners at .262. Kershaw in his past 5 appearances, an ERA over 5.5. The Mariners bullpen in the better recent form. LA 11-14 on the road against teams with a 540 to 620 win percentage. That's a -5 unit loss. Seattle 31-9 in their past 40 at home, returning 19 units. Pick your Seattle -115. Diamondbacks and the Padres going off on Sunday. Brandon Pfaadt is your start for Arizona. Pfaadt has 32 starts in ERA 5, whip of 1.33. The righty Pfaadt's 19%, 5% walks. The ground ball rate 42%, 1.3 home runs for 9 innings. JP Sears will start for San Diego. Sears in 26 starts in ERA 5.12, whip of 1.30. Lefty strikes out 20%, 6% walks. The ground ball rate 28%, 2 home runs for 9 innings. San Diego has locked in their seed and will play at Chicago on Tuesday in the wild card round. I would expect the Padres to rest starters and rest their best bullpen arms. Sears has been called up from the minors and has been ineffective since getting traded. Pick your Arizona in this one. Pirates and the Braves going off here on Sunday. Johan Oviedo, your starter for Pittsburgh. Oviedo has 8 starts in ERA 3.57, whip of 1.22. The righty fans 26% with 13% walks. The ground ball rate is 31%, 1.27 home runs per 9 innings. Charlie Morton will make the start for Atlanta. Morton appeared in 32 games in ERA 5.89, whip of 1.57. Veteran strikes out 23%, 11% walks. The ground ball rate 44%, 1.47 home runs per 9 innings. He will serve as the opener, likely will retire a Brave. Chris Sale expect to be the bulk pitcher here. The Pirates are hitting just hitting 271 over their past 6 games, and the Braves at 248 over that period. Morton in his past 18 innings allowed 20 runs. The Pirates bullpen in the better month-long form. Atlanta 20-19 as home favorite of -150 or higher. That's a 14-unit loss. Pick here will be Pittsburgh +168. Cardinals and Cubs going off here on Sunday. Andre Pallante will be the bulk pitcher for St. Louis. St. Louis go with an opener. Pallante in 31 starts in ERA 5.31, whip of 1.44. The righty fans 15%, 8.5% walks. The ground ball rate 59%, 1.16 home runs for 9 innings. Javier Assad will start for Chicago. Assad appeared in 7 games, ERA 4.26, whip of 1.29. The righty strikes out 13%, 8% walks. Ground ball rate 48%, 0.85 home runs for 9 innings. Chicago's locked as a 4 seed, likely rest starters, and along with their best bullpen arms, they will host the Padres on Tuesday in the wild card round. Assad in his past 4 appearances in ERA over 4.5. Cardinals 15-17 has rode underdog of +125 to +175. A return to 4 units. Pick here in this one will be St. Louis here at +149, not minus, but +149. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Lots of free picks on the channel delivered by myself, as well as our team of cappers here at Tony'sPicks.com, making this a great channel to subscribe to. Hit us up with that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. And then visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com, for our best bets. Our premium plays are there. And, of course, that promo code TonyT at checkout knocks off that 15%. The link's in the description to get signed up. That will do it for now. I'm Tony T, and we'll talk with you guys later.